Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Adam, how's it going? What's going on in DC? The weather's beautiful here. How's it in DC?
Oh man, it's up in the 80s today. I got short sleeves
Yes.
on. It's yeah, this is like we're back in summer for a few days,
Right.
but then we'll get back to fall.
Yeah, we were freezing last week, and then this week's supposed to be 79, 80 all week. Love it.
Yeah, yeah. How was I don't know if they asked, yeah, how was New Orleans?
It was great. It was great, but it was funny. The first we got there Friday night, and so we finally got to Bourbon Street. Of course, everyone's already drunk. One lady, she was literally passed out on the side of the road, and her friend was helping her up, and she got up like nothing happened. Instead of, and then one man, older gentleman, he was kind of stumbling, trying to get up the step. His wife had to push him from behind. I said, they're having a good time out here. But it was good. It was nice weather. I love New Orleans culture, so it was just a great time. Great time.
Yeah. Yeah, I like when you hear about the South being like slow paced, Atlanta's pretty fast paced, but it's slow paced compared to like the North. But
Oh,
man, New Orleans is a whole nother level.
it
They
is.
are in no rush for anything ever. Uh,
Exactly. Yeah, they
yeah,
have
so it's good, but it's like you gotta get used to it. You're like, when no one's ready to do anything, you're just like, well, I could eat brunch right about now, and 4 o'clock
all
rolls
they want to
around.
do
You're
is
like,
party. They want to party. But during the
yep.
day, it's just like, calm, the calm before the storm. But at night, it gets popping.
I'm glad you survived the weekend.
Thank you. Thank you. I almost didn't. Well, no. I'll let
I
y'all
know.
take over with movie reviews.
Sure thing. So I saw Saturday Night, which is a kind of a dramatization retelling of the first or the 90 minutes before the first episode of Saturday Night Live airs in 1974. So this follows the story of Lorne Michaels trying to kind of corral the cast and the crew and get like everything in place. And for anyone who's watched Saturday Night Live or at least knows about it, I've never seen the original episodes, but there was an all-star cast. There's Chevy Chase, Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi, Lorraine Newman, Garrett Morris, Jane Curtin. A lot of people who are going to be on or kind of behind the scenes. Billy Crystal, George Carlin was the first guest. So there's a lot going on. It's like a whole star-studded cast that was coming to do this show, and so we get that like 90 minutes in real time. It's a fun watch. I will say there's a lot of historical inaccuracies. Some things that they said like looked like it happened didn't really happen. Some things that they switch at the last second really was like planned ahead of time. But it's fun. It's very 70s. You get in that feel of all the characters, all the people who play these really famous people as young versions, really transform into those roles and really like become those people. So yeah, it's even if you're not like too familiar with Saturday Night Live or care too much about it, this it's a fun retelling because again, the whole movie happens or it's like taking place in real time. So as the movie progresses, this is actually the minutes passing while this whole chaotic atmosphere before the first episode airs happens. So again, I recommend it. It's not going to win anything special, but I really enjoyed it. And then the only other thing I've been catching up on is Penguin. I won't do any spoilers because I know people are still catching up, but it's it's hitting it out of the park. I think this is probably HBO's like hit show of the year. It's giving you, or it's at least giving me a DC show that's going to build upon the universe without like pulling in all the cameos just yet. You're really
Yeah,
building the
yeah,
world here. You're really getting the feel. Watching it, I'm like, I need to rewatch the Batman because I forget some of the events that happen in the Batman that they reference in this. So Colin Farrell's hitting it out of the park. This is if you don't have HBO, this is the show to watch. Like if you like Sopranos, you liked any of those mob movies, this yeah, I can't speak enough good things about this show. I'm really liking it. So definitely
yeah,
check it out, catch up on it. Or, what I prefer really to do is wait till all them out and then binge watch it. But HBO is still holding on to that one episode a week plan that I hate so much. But
yeah.
watch it.
So I'm going to add on to that. I saw an interview with Colin Farrell, and he let it leak that we probably will be getting more series spin-off from that movie about other characters. And to Adam's point, Penguin is becoming, if it's not already, HBO's new flagship show. It is the new Game of Thrones.
Yeah, yeah. My only concern is Colin Farrell really hates doing the like multiple hours of makeup each day to do the show. We'll see. I mean, enough money will probably convince him to keep doing it, but you have such a key character that really doesn't like the process involved in making him who he is. So hopefully he
Yeah,
keeps it up,
yeah, we'll see. So the first film that I saw is on Max, streaming Max. It's called Tuesday. It stars Julia Louis-Dreyfus and Arinze Kene and Lola Pettigrew. So this film is about a mother's daughter who is dying of cancer, and the daughter gets a visit by the spirit of death, and they basically have a conversation about it's her time, and she comes to awareness and agreement that yes, it's her time. The only hiccup is her and Death are having this conversation about telling her mother. And she's asking for more time from Death so she can break it to her mom, who is Julia Louis Dreyfus. So the reason that I wanted to see this movie is because we all know Julia Louis Dreyfus from Seinfeld. You know her from Veep. You know her from Saturday Night Live. So she's a comedic actress. This film seemed a bit dramatic. So it drew me in because of her pedigree in acting. So I was very curious. I wanted to see what was going to happen. And I've watched her in drama before. She's a great actress. She can pull off drama. Um, to my surprise, not to my surprise, because I know that she can deliver, but to my surprise, how great this movie was. Not only did it have elements of comedy in it, but it also had elements of drama, and it also pulls on your heartstrings a little bit because it deals with grief, it deals with loss, it deals with the human condition, it deals with hope, it deals with depression. So it's touching on a lot of touchstones for the whole human experience. It really surprised me, and I highly recommend it. And another reason that I tuned into it because it is produced by A24. You know, in my book, A24 doesn't do any wrong except for I saw the TV glove. That could go in the
though.
trash. I still can't explain that one, but definitely check out Tuesday. It's worth the watch. A good, nice evening or rainy afternoon, curl up on the couch with your popcorn. It's really a good watch. And so the next film that I saw is also on Max streaming, and it's called Caddo Lake. And this stars Dylan O'Brien, Eliza Scanlon, and Lauren Ambrose. You know Dylan Bryan from I think that's Teen Wolf, and you know Eliza Scanlon from there was another HBO miniseries. It's with Amy Adams. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. It was Cutting Something, but it was excellent, and it also starred Patricia Clarkson. Um, I can't remember the name of it, but that's worth watching as well. So just look up Amy Adams HBO or Max, and you'll find out what it is. And Laura Ambrose, you know her from 6 Feet Under. She was the daughter. All solid actors, and they brought their A game to this project. And this is about a lake town, which is um, experiencing a phenomenon where, as though during a certain time in nature, you can time travel. And I think I may have given away too much, but there's a twist in this movie that will make your hair stand on end. And I haven't been right since the twist. Like I literally sat up and was like, what is going on? And that makes the whole movie for me because you're being pulled in and you're being pulled and being pulled in. Then it's like a jerk reverse. And then it's like, oh, wow. Like I can't believe that happened. It's a mystery, it's a thriller with slight horror elements to it because there's a lot of supernatural stuff and also science fiction as well. So I highly recommend it. Check it out. I've been asking Hollywood to create stuff like this for quite some time. These are the things that I'm asking for. So Cato Lake and Tuesday both get A pluses from me because they deliver in the manner of which, if I was spending my money, I was moved by the experience. So yeah, that's my take for today.
I have a few takes for you all.
Steven?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you watch Love Is Blind, Steven? Have you watched the new
Yeah, so we'll
season?
talk about that. So I finished the Monster, the Lau, and Eric Menendez story. That I watched the first two episodes, when it first came out, or when they first, was released on Netflix, and I was like, it was good, but I didn't really get into it. I don't know what hit me on this past week. I binge watched the rest of the weekend. It was so good. It was so good. Then I saw this. I hate to call him a throwaway movie, but it was a movie on BT Plus, which I like their movies because they hit my 90-minute threshold. But it was a movie called Who's Cheating Who, and it stars April Jones. She's from the Love and Hip Hop community, I guess. Blue Kimball, he's from P Valley, and then Cynthia Bailey from Housewives of Atlanta. And so it was directed by Wendy Raquel Robinson, but it's a very interesting movie. So it has this like at the end, this okay, but to me, it's just the ending just kind of let me down, but it was good. So basically, Darius McCray's in the movie as well. So Cynthia's character and Darius' character are married. Cynthia is a psychologist or whatever, psychiatrist. What's it called?
Psychiatrist.
Psychiatrist?
Yeah. Yes. And so her husband is in marketing, and then April's character is married to Blue. She is a entrepreneur. Blue is some businessman. He's always gone, always gone. April's the main character. Blue is always gone at work, and it turns out he's having an affair with Cynthia. Right? So so April, she's confused on why he's not around. He's always gone, always working, whatever. So she, is pursuing her entrepreneurial goals and bumps into Darius McQuarrie's character, who's Cynthia's husband, and he offers to help her build her brand because he's in marketing. So he starts helping her. They start having an affair. So the opposite is happening. They're having an affair with each other's spouses, but no one knows that they all know each other. April's character, she starts feeling guilty about the affair she's having with Darius' character. And so she reaches out to help from the therapist, Cynthia. So Cynthia's helping her out, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And she's telling her, you need to let go of this relationship if you really want to work on your marriage. She said, I'm not ready to yet. And so eventually she does, and her and her husband are back together. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I missed a big part. So eventually she asked if they could do couples therapy. April to ask Cynthia. And Cynthia said, sure. So, of course, Cynthia is shocked when she finds out that April's husband is her boyfriend, her side piece. And so Cynthia, she plays it off, but you can tell she's a little upset, but she plays it off. And then her and the boyfriend, Cynthia and the boyfriend, Blue's character, they're arguing, I thought you were leaving your wife, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Anyway, long story short, it comes to head. April, she puts two and two together that Cynthia's having an affair with her husband. And she confronts her, stages it that Cynthia beat her up. She took something and hit herself in the head in Cynthia's office. Her husband already knows she's going there and tries to stop her. And then, of course, he kind of saves the day. See, I was thinking that's kind of a stupid ending, right? Then they fast forward to the very ending. This is, I guess, the gotcha moment. April knew all along that her husband was having an affair with Cynthia. That's why she tried to go after Cynthia's husband. Her cousin was Darius McQuarrie's new admin, and they were pretty much using him to get all his money. So at the end, the two girls meet up. She gives her the bag, and they take a trip to Miami.
Yeah.
You gotta love BT.
Throwaway movie indeed. I can't even believe you wasted your life on that.
I was so disappointed by the ending. I was like, okay, but it was kind of good.
First of all, shout out to Darius McCrary. Hopefully he'll
Yes.
come back on the show
Yes.
and bless us with an interview. But
Yeah.
Steven, your critique of your movies leave nothing to be desired.
No one's
Like you
gonna
tell the
watch it.
whole, huh?
Yeah, no one was going to
You know
watch it.
what?
Steven might have been the only person that's seen this movie.
No one's gonna watch that. I guarantee it. That's why I contemplated should I tell what happens, but no one's gonna watch it. So anyway, but if you want to, it's called Who's Cheating Who. I didn't tell everything, but I told what you need to know.
You basically told everything.
Right. So Love is Blind. So season
DC
7.
season.
Season 7, we have 3 couples left. There's Tyler and Garrett. Now, their issue is that, because they're all based in DC, like Adam, you had caught up a few weeks ago. They're all in DC. But Taylor, excuse me, she wants to move to California where some of her family lives. And Garrett, he was open to it in the pods, but now he's thinking about not being able to raise a family by his parents who live in Virginia. He wants to have his kids around their grandparents and not just seeing them once a year for holidays, whatever. So that's their situation. I can see them getting together. I can really see them getting together. Tyler and Ashley, they were my favorite couple. So before this last, because they break up in sections, the second section came out. Tyler, Ashley, he met her parents, vice versa. They met each other's family, but he dropped the bomb on her 2 weeks before the marriage, the wedding actually, that he has 3 kids that he donated to a lesbian couple. Like he was the donor pretty much, but he knows them. It's not like it was just a random couple. He knew them. They wanted to have kids, so he gave 3 kids. And I was thinking, well, those are their kids, not his. You know what I mean? Because she was kind of shocked. But she was like, all this time, we talked about everything. You never even mentioned it. That's what she was talking about. But she was like, you know what? It's fine. After thinking about it, I want to be with you. I'm like, yes. So towards the end of the second segment, they're talking. They went on a date and they were talking. And he made a joke about the children. And she said, hope there are other secrets. She said, because that was the only secret that you can get away with. Okay. I went to X after watching it to see what people were saying. Oh, because she asked him, do the kids know what you look like? He said, I don't know. He knows. Picture them at Christmas, matching outfits on with the mom. Why would you lie about that? You know what I mean?
We need quality TV. That's why.
I mean, but the internet now, you can't lie. I mean, they had multiple pictures of kids with their family over the year, the moms, whatever. Anyway, so
do they know him as dad? Do they know him as dad?
They were in the same matching onesies, hugged up around the Christmas tree. I don't know. But you can tell that the mom is a lesbian, just based on aesthetics. So I believe that part was true. So the last couple, Marissa and Ramses, both of them a little to me, but they kind of belong together. But so she served in the military. She's no longer in that, and she doesn't regret her service. But he's anti-military. He doesn't like what they do to different countries, etc. And so they keep having these little, like they have good chemistry, but they have these little every so often. Where I'm not sure if they will get married. He's very eccentric, and and again, all of them said except for Tyler and Ashley that would have been my type in the real world. But they really do love each other. There was one other couple that they were supposed to be the 4th couple. The girl, she's the youngest on the show. She was 26, and the guy she matched was 28. And she had to grow up very young. She had to grow up early, as a young girl. And so she knows how to do everything. Anything from fixing a car to invest in stocks and all that. And he's living at home with his parents. He moved back home with his parents, and he's doing real estate. But she really likes him, but a lot of the things that he doesn't know how to do, she feels like she's having to teach him. And she has no problem when she gets upset, snapping and saying, "I took you from a boy to a man," and all this kind of stuff. And so she ended up breaking up with him, but she did it to his face before they went to go dress shopping or dress fitting or whatever. So we have these three couples. It comes back on the 23rd, Wednesday, and we'll see if the couples come out of it. My guess is I think Tyler and Ashley will get married because I don't think she knows about the real story behind the kids. But they are a great match, like just from what you can see. But but apparently he's lying. Taylor and Garrett, they will probably get married. I don't know about Marissa and Ramses, but we'll see. Real quick, I was gonna say something else.
Did you get lost in all your thoughts?
Yes, because watching it, you know what I'm thinking. I'm watching. I'm thinking, ooh, I'm so glad I'm the. They're just like some of the arguments are so stupid too. I mean, I don't know, but I saw an article today. I'm sorry, when I was looking at who the names. I'm not going names. I was looking to see what the names were, and someone said that they need to stop casting toxic men. And they went through all the seasons of the men who have been toxic. Like one guy, he was on the show earlier. He had gotten engaged, and turns out he was sexting some other girl, talking about what he wanted to do to her and all the stuff where he was supposed to be tanning. So I don't know, but I think they're just young, and mistakes happen.
Well,
It's just
and I can't remember if I heard a rumor or like maybe mentioned somewhere that they actually had to do 2 rounds of casting for it because they couldn't find enough interesting people. So you have to think who's applying to these and who they're picking. They're not just picking like normal people. They're picking people that are going to get them views.
Yeah. Well, I was really hoping for Tyler and Ashley. When I went on X, I just didn't expect, because I saw people were saying how he's lying. And I was like, what are they talking about? And I kept scrolling and I saw those pictures of those kids with him and the kids smiling and hugged up. And I'm like, why would he lie to her like that after she forgave me for not being upfront about that?
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. Again, it airs, we'll have the finale October 23rd. So
yeah, I'm sure you'll keep us succinctly posted.
I know you can't wait to see who gets married, so I'll let you all know.
Yeah.
Anything coming down the pipeline?
Not off the top of my head. There's another Venom movie coming out, but I've never seen any of the other ones. A bunch of horror movies that have been topping the box office. So nothing immediately for me.
What about you, Chike?
Attempt to go Substance, but stop playing it in the theater. So I'll have to find out this weekend where else it's going to be. I'm trying to catch it before it leaves the theater.
I heard The Substance is a movie you don't want to watch. You don't want to eat while watching.
Alone.
What's it called?
Yeah, I heard that too.
The
Substance with Demi Moore.
Okay.
Demi Moore. It's supposed to be good, but it's got some elements to it that you're not wanting to eat during.
Yeah, and they said the as well. And it's that alien movie, if I can. Romulus.
Yep.
All right. Well, guys, always, thank you for letting us know what to spend our time, money on. Never take my picks, really, because they're not that great. Several of us will. We'll be right back after this.